Hello, I have created a game, a Kahoot game on response to intervention. Let's see here. You're going to preview it. So the first question, it says every student goes through which tier? Every student is going to go through tier 1. This is your general education. Every student is going to go through this. This is, just your core learning. Question 2, progress monitoring isn't required in Tier 1. True or false? This is going to be false. Progress monitoring is required in Tier 1. It's very important that it's required in Tier 1 because this is what helps teachers and professionals assess students into in putting them into the right academic program for them. If they need extra intervention, this is where progress monitoring comes into play. Question 3, a student is not able to perform basic mathematical skills. Which tier would they fall under? They would fall under Tier 2. So this is, a student that needs a little extra help with a skill. Obviously needs a little extra attention from their teacher or an aide. Just to spend a little bit more time with them just to ensure that they are mastering that skill. All right. Tier 3 requires extra time and frequency during the day. True or false? Absolutely. This is very important that if a student falls under Tier 3, obviously they have failed to excel in Tier 1 and Tier 2. So they are needing that extra time. So it's important that there is extra time and attention for these students to get the academic help that they need. When would a student need to see a content specialist? When they failed one math test, when they have failed both Tier 1 and 2 intervention, or it isn't ever necessary. This would be when they have failed both Tier 1 and Tier 2 intervention. This is obviously when a student needs some one-on-one or maybe just even a small group of 1 or 2 students to really be able to focus. Should parents be involved if intervention is needed? Yes or no? Yes, absolutely. It is very, very important that students have that encouragement and stability and just that overall, connection at home because it's important when mom and dad are involved, and it's important that the students hear from mom and dad that the encouragement and, and it's important for them to know what's going on at school and in their child's academic, program at school. Just because Tier 2 intervention is necessary, students still participate in general Tier 1 instructions. True or false? This is true. Just because intervention is needed does not mean that content changes. Each student still has to learn the same generalized program. They still have all the same things to learn. It's just they need a little bit more attention or time or that one-on-one. They're just needing a little more help than students in Tier 1. Yeah, same goes for Tier 3. There's just some things have to change in order for that same content to be taught. Students have to be identified as disabled to receive intervention. This is false. Any student could need intervention. There are students, who have ADHD, OCD, behavioral issues, or there's just sometimes some students just can't get situated within the classroom, and they just need that extra intervention to ensure that they're learning the same as their peers. All right. So with intervention, schools monitor students' progress, provide evidence-based intervention, and adjust the nature of the intervention based on students' response. This is actually all of the above. So all of these things are necessary when intervention is taking place. All right, and intervention ensures that each student is given the correct learning environment for them. This is true. This is why progress monitoring is so important in Tier 1, so that teachers and professionals are monitoring each student, and each student's needs are being assessed. So this just ensures that, all students are, for one, being assessed and treated the same, but yet, some just need a little more attention and intervention for everybody to be able to be on the same page. So that is my Kahoot game, and I hope you enjoyed it.